Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Starfield is just a few weeks away, and we got some big confirmations on key features of the game, including changing your appearance mid-playthrough, mission boards being added, as well as people being worried about microtransactions potentially being implemented. To wrap it up, we have some key overlooked information on the Starfield Direct gameplay preview. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, the Comeback Kids are doing a giveaway for a free copy of Starfield, so make sure you stick around until the end of the video to learn more information on how you can win a free copy for yourself. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, starting things off hot with the news today, it looks like we're going to be having a brand new Starfield developer Q&A on August 16th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is going to be going through a ton of questions from the fans on pretty much anything about the game. Will Shen, who is their lead quest designer, and Emil Pagliarulo, their lead game designer, will be answering a ton of our questions in all of their roles and bringing this new universe from Bethesda to life. If you have some questions already in mind and you want to send it on over to the developers, we will add a link in the description to the Discord so you can head on over there to send them over now. By the way, if you're one of the people who are worried about Starfield getting little to no exposure over the last few weeks, it looks like that's actually going to end now. That's right, because marketing from Starfield is actually starting to make a pretty big splash with Samsung advertisements. This advertisement actually covers the Xbox title for its TV gaming hub, where you will use Xbox Cloud Gaming to play the game without even needing the Xbox itself. So you can actually take this ginormous game that is Starfield and play it without the need of a high-end hardware to power up the whole experience. So if you don't have a powerful brand new Xbox Series X or pretty much a souped-up PC, you might want to look into one of these Samsung TVs recently released. Not only that, they are pushing out paid promotions based on ads over on Reddit as well as X, formerly known as Twitter, and even showing off some amazing short animations over on their YouTube channel that already have millions of views racked up individually for each of them. So if you haven't seen them already, I would definitely go check those out. Now, when it comes to previous Bethesda games, there's no denying Skyrim and Fallout's brilliance, but I would honestly say one of the biggest faults of those games was the lack of quest giving inside of towns and villages. What's going to be great is that it's not going to be the case when it comes to Starfield, because there is actually going to be a brand new feature called mission boards. This was actually revealed during an interview with Mallory on Bethesda.net, where she spoke about different aspects of the game she was involved in, with saying how she was responsible for supporting the shipbuilder, the star map, the terminals, and the mission boards as well. Mallory also explains that the mechanic was implemented to ensure that players had exciting challenges to tackle while exploring the cosmos. Now, of course, we don't have the exact information on how these mission boards will work and what we will even use them for, but it could very well be a similar system to Witcher 3's notice boards, where you could pick up quests, take on contracts, and read little snippets of lore about the area around you on your journey. I would even love for there to be some sort of integration of a bounty board type of system, where maybe you can hunt down high priority criminal targets around the area running amok. This would honestly be a really good opportunity to bring you a fantasy of being like a space sheriff, trying to hunt down high priority criminals. But as of right now, only time will tell, as we will have to unfortunately wait until we get further details on that. Now, when it comes to character progression in an immense game like Starfield, you're definitely going to have your hands full in just about every direction that you look. One of those is going to be your skill tree system as well. The game features 82 different skills that are split across 5 different categories, and those categories include physical, social, combat, science, and tech skills. Each of these categories individually divide themselves into 4 different rows inside of the skill screen, and those are called tiers. It's very straightforward in the sense that you unlock the next tier of skills by putting a certain number of points into the previous tier in that skill category. Each skill inside of Starfield also has its own miniature skill tree, where you can invest multiple ranks into each skill to keep putting points to improve its effects. For example, you have the ballistic skill, which at rank 1 has your ballistics weapons deal 10% more damage, and by rank 4 it increases the damage by 30% and the range by 30% as well. The really cool thing is that you don't just simply level up and add more skill points to level up that said skill. To unlock the ability to rank up those skills, you actually need to complete a specific challenge. For example, in the case of the ballistic skill, you need to kill a certain number of enemies with ballistic weapons. This system is very similar to what we've seen from previous Bethesda games like Skyrim. The more you do a certain thing, the better you're able to get at it. This is their way of implementing their progression system, but in an interesting twist, rather than it just simply being a drawn-out slog. Even when it comes to weapon modding in Starfield, this is something Bethesda has definitely learned from in the past when it comes to their games like Fallout. The developers actually stated that the customization is by far larger than anything they've put out before, with more weapons and weapon mods than any game they previously published. For example, changing guns to be fully automatic or semi-automatic, increasing your magazine size, your optics like having different kind of scopes on there for a wide variety of ranges, muzzles on the barrel like silencers, pretty much anything you could possibly think of changing or modding, they are going to have in this game, and there's going to be an absolute ton of options and customization for every gun individually as well. One thing I know about this company is that they never do something for no reason either. I could bet money there's going to be alien creatures out there with some really heavy armor that are going to reflect your regular bullets very easily. And maybe their armor can be penetrated by different energy weapons, easily leaving them vulnerable to that instead. On top of it, the time period difference in all the weapons out there are vastly different also, like using P90s and regular 1911 pistols, all the way up to miniguns and energy-based weapons to use in combat. So it's definitely something super exciting to even keep your eyes on or track of. Also, if you're someone who loves customizing your character constantly and changing the way you look, you'll know that this hasn't been the case in previous Bethesda games, and it's always been a highly requested feature from the fans. Usually the only way to be able to do something like this is actually through a mod from the community. Something incredible that they actually have decided to add through that is that you'll be able to change your biometric customizations later on in the game by visiting what is called a genetics facility. As you can see on the screen highlighted in this red box, this is something that you will be able to accomplish without completely recreating a brand new character and starting your progression all over again. Now, we don't know if this is going to cost a specific currency or if it's going to be completely free, but either way, it's definitely an option that was highly requested by fans. I know for my sake, when I went to play a certain build in Skyrim, and I'm playing a thief-like character, I don't want to be sneaking around as an orc, so I would sadly have to remake my whole character and make someone based around that, and it was just really tedious. So them actually adding this makes someone like me very happy. Another conversation that was brought up by fans was actually talks of microtransactions potentially being embedded into the game. Now, everyone knows it's very common nowadays for skins and battle passes to be implemented in just about every single game out there. And what's really causing these worries is the pre-order bonuses to buying Starfield. This includes the Old Bar skin pack for pre-ordering the game, and the Constellation skin pack for ordering a specific said edition. Personally, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think this is anything to worry about at all when it comes to Starfield, because it is a single-player experience with no battle passes or microtransactions confirmed as of right now. And honestly, I don't really see this being a thing that's going to be embedded into a single-player experience like this one either. I honestly just think this is people getting a little antsy with the game launching just around the corner, so tension and nerves are a little high. All in all, though, I don't see this as anything to worry about. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that you can preload your Starfield game through your Xbox if you already have it pre-ordered, and this also includes the people who have an Xbox Game Pass subscription as well. Definitely try and take advantage of the preload option, with the game being a whopping 125 gigabytes. I would definitely download it as soon as I possibly can. PC players are going to have to wait for now, though, because currently you don't have the option to preload the game as of right now. Honestly, we here at the Comeback Kids are so excited to play a free-range open-world experience game like Starfield, and it's been a very long time since I've dove into something with as much size and depth as this. Especially coming from a company that has knocked so many games out of the park and really shaped the way I look at video games as a whole growing up, I couldn't be more excited to be making content for you all on a game I'm truly happy and excited to play. If you all are interested in seeing some more Starfield content, don't forget to consider subscribing. And also, back to that giveaway. The Comeback Kids are doing a giveaway for a free copy of Starfield, so if you all are interested, please visit the link in the description below to find out more details on how you could win that. That's going to be all from me, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you all so much for watching. It's an absolute pleasure to be making content for you all. Until the very end, my name is Sky from the Comeback Kids. I will see you all in the next one. Peace!